And we out here, baby. New channel, baby. New season. NFL is here. Finally. Finally. I felt like I was playing that game for a minute. You know how these kids be playing that game? But I don't know what game it is, but it's the reflex game.
What's that shit called? That's that Pitch Perfect stuff.
Is that what it is? Is
I
that what
think
it's from?
so. Yeah, I think that's what it's from. I'm not
Man,
sure
Pitch
though.
Perfect be doing everything. They got the
No.
cups, the cup game, the cup song.
Yeah, who they
Man,
have doing that shit? They had remember last year the Pro Bowl was like Brian Burns and McCaffrey. They're like, it's like, bruh, what is
testing the
this?
reflexes and shit. I don't know what it is.
Too too
Uh,
too too athletic.
Yeah, man. As you know, we had the MMA Smokeout, and now we're premiering the NFL SmokeDown. Let's go, man. But week one, I know everyone's been waiting for this. You know, preseason was a tease, but now we finally got it, bro. But there's a lot of news. First game Thursday night, which is tomorrow. We got Lions versus Chiefs, and I know there's already drama before anything even happened.
Man, yeah, man. Chiefs usually like you figure Chiefs would be easy, but Chiefs are going to this season with a lot of injuries, man, already off the rip. Or like their main stars are getting hurt. Like, well, main weapons for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, man, they got a lot of injuries, but obviously the big news that's been going crazy the last couple days, or last day really, was Kelsey with his knee, where he was it hyperextended his knee.
Hyperextended his knee in practice, and I guess he's not going to play the first game.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, I think it's better if they just straight up tell everybody, but I think they're not trying to give the edge to the Lions until game time where they have to announce that he's out.
Yeah.
But for the fantasy people, fantasy players, we would just like to know that he's out so we could figure it out first week
And
instead of the tease.
I think they already announced it though.
Oh, okay.
Or it's questionable. They put him questionable, right? But
he's not gonna play.
Yeah, he's not gonna play.
Even if the worst thing I was saying to my buddy is like, as a Kelsey owner myself in one of the leagues, is like the worst thing they could do is keep teasing, and then they play him. Let's say he does play, but he only plays like a few snaps, and then he just sits out the rest of the game. Then it's just like, wow, that just fucks everything up. You know what I'm saying? But hyperextension is actually not that bad as long as your ACL is good. You know, if you different sport, but Giannis Antetokounmpo in the NBA had a big hyperextension one game.
Playoffs, right?
And then he came back and he just balled the fuck out the next game, bro. Like all good, you know. So I think he'll be fine. He'll probably be out 1, maybe 2 weeks. Hopefully not. But they still got other people. Kadarius Toney was injured all season.
He was injured, but he's activated for week 1, which is solid. I was able to get him like last in a lot of my fantasy draft.
Which is crazy because we don't know who's the number one. Because I personally think Toney has the potential to be the number one receiver, but people like the rookie. Or not now, he's not a rookie. Sky Moore.
Yeah, and then Van Der Scatling is there too.
Yep. So it's spread around, and they got the three trio of the running backs.
Yeah, Pacheco, second year, he did good last year. Alaire's back, he's not hurt anymore. And also, you got to remember, they got Patrick Mahomes, bro. Patrick Mahomes is one of them quarterbacks that just makes people better. You know what I mean? He gets the ball where it's supposed to be. All you got to do is do your job and catch it. It sounds harder than I'm saying, but they're pros and they're doing it. And they're always talking about, hey, put the ball here, and you know what I'm saying? I have to catch it. And that's what Mahomes, something he will do.
Yeah, I mean, it's their job. Fuck it, they're getting paid. And the big news, too, is that Chris Jones on defense for the Chiefs holding out. And, you know, because Nick Bosa signed a fat-ass contract, you know Chris Jones is going to be holding out now. He's going to use that as an example. And the Niners might have fucked the Chiefs a little bit right there on that move. But, you know, rightfully so. Get paid, young man, you know.
Hey, big, big Homer Niner fan right here. Big Bosa fan. Great that they did that shit right before week 1. Yeah. That's what I was kind of nervous about. I was like, yo, how you not going to have your best player on defense damn near besides maybe Fred Warner not be there in game 1 of the new season? Like, damn.
Yeah, especially against Pittsburgh in hostile territory.
Yeah.
And, you know, Niners always start kind of slow week 1 away. So,
it's a sketch game for sure. Like, I'm surprised they're favorited.
Yeah, they're projected to be one of the contenders for the Super Bowl, so they kind of have to be favorited. But you know, but we'll touch that. But yeah, what do you think? We got the Chiefs here. Chiefs actually opened up as a -7, and now they're all the way down to 4.5.
Yeah, and then the money line was like what? It was like 300 at one point. Now I think it's like a -215.
Yeah, it correlates to the line. So as the line moves, it's going to go down. But that's crazy, man. But you know, Chiefs still favored. They're going to be in Kansas City at home.
Yeah,
a lot of people are hyped on the Lions. Actually, you know, high octane offense.
I mean, Lions, they did better than they've done the best they've done in so long. They made some adjustments. They got rid of what's his name? Williams, the anime guy.
Yep, and they also picked up
David
David
Montgomery.
Montgomery from the
Yep.
Bears. So
Their Jamar Gibbs will be playing also. He's the starter, I think. He was one who was hurt last year as a rookie. But they had good running backs anyways. He still had DeAndre Swift.
yeah, and you know what's interesting is that week one, we don't know who's. We have these projections when we draft and all these things like who's going to start, but a lot of these running backs are by either a duo or trio committee. So for me, I used to be a big David Montgomery fan when he was on the Bears, but going into this, like it's a split. Some people like him, some people don't. Some people are big on Gibbs, and I think it's going to be a split backfield to start. I don't think they're going to give Montgomery all the looks. I think Gibbs is going to be getting more looks as the season progresses, barring injury, of course. But, it's going to be real interesting to see because a lot of people get hyped up on one player and they feel like they're so sure. But in the end, it's like you don't know until the game starts, and the game actually unfolds. So, I mean, for me, for any of those that got on Detroit Lions +7, +6, I think you got a real good number. At 4.5, I mean, I'm on a maybe here. I mean, I hate to say it, and I don't want to be the public Joe here, but like Kansas City, if it goes down to 4, I might jump in. So I mean, I think the Lions have a good chance to upset here. Obviously, there's a lot of money steaming on it like crazy. And I think the over is a good look probably as well.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, let's see here. The line opened at 53.5. Now it's 52. So actually some money coming on the under. So I think if it gets to like 50, 51, you might go on the over because neither team has defense. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chiefs still they're just missing Chris John. I mean, that's a big factor, but they still have pieces around him. You know what I'm saying? But their defense
was trash to begin with.
It's like, it's a lot of scoring, but it's also the Lions too. You know what I mean? It's still the Lions. Like, are they really going to come out of their shell now and be like, oh, we a contender, or are they still going to be the Detroit Lions? So.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Sir Goff.
Me personally, my opinion, I can't go against the baby goat, especially with the Lions. Like Mahomes, what's he? I does this. I does this.
I does this. I love Mexican Tex-Mex.
Hey, that shit was messed up. His wife said fried chicken. He was like, dumb bitch.
Yeah, then she kept guessing, and then he's like, nah, Mexican food. He's like, not close. And then, of course, he hits some Tex-Mex.
Yeah, hey, that shit's whack. But, man, Mahomes, man, I'm going with – I wish they should have used him again this year for that quarterback show on Netflix. Shout out Peyton Manning. He's looking for some QBs.
Yeah, he was on there, man. That was a great show. But, yeah, no, I mean, at this point, I think you missed a good number on the Lions. 6 and 7 are key numbers. Back to football, I know we do the MMA show, and it's a money line sport, so it's way different. Now that we're back in season, man, football is a sport that got some key numbers. 7, obviously, and 3 are – the most key numbers, as you know, field goals and touchdowns. 6 is in there and 4 is in there as well. So keep that in mind, y'all. Some knowledge. At this point, I'm going with the Chiefs as well. I think they still manage to pull out the game. It might be a lot more competitive and close than it was thought out to be originally, but I think the Chiefs are going to pull it out. The Lions are going to be the Lions. I hate to say it, but, the points don't look too bad. But let's go. Let's go, Chiefs. I just need it because I got Mahomes on my team, so I need that going as well. We got next here. We got Carolina Panthers at the Atlanta Falcons. We got Atlanta Falcons open as -3, and now the line's at -3.5 here. With the total opening at 43.5, and now all the way down to 39.5.
This is a stinky game right here, bro.
Stinky game.
Falcons coming back. No Marcus Mariota. Let's see if Ritter's gonna be the starter, right? He was a rookie last year.
Desmond Ridder.
And then Panthers, new head coach, rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They basically
knew everything.
Yeah.
You got Miles Sanders.
I don't think Brian Burns is even gonna play, right?
Burns, I don't know.
I think he's holding out too, right?
Yeah, Miss Hella hold out. Everyone's holding out.
Isn't Justin Jefferson holding out too? Or we'll get to him. We're gonna go by the Vikings.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's crazy. Hey, if Justin Jefferson hold out, you know how many people picked him at number 1 or number 2?
But I think he's playing. Well, I guess they got the deal on the table. It's up to him if he wants to sign it or not.
Yeah, everyone's out there for money. But hey, they pay a lot of taxes, by the way, y'all. That not to go off course here, but Bosa with that contract, I was just reading that more than half of his contract, guaranteed money, is in taxes.
Damn.
So he's
That's
gonna get like
crazy.
50 something mil, and then the taxes are like 60 something mil. Yeah, especially because he's in California too. So it's like extra.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's a little extra. But yeah, back to this game, man. Man, Carolina got a lot of unknowns here. I think at the beginning it's gonna be some growing pains. I don't think they're gonna be terrible as what people think, but I mean they're gonna be middle of the pack at best. You know what I'm saying? Same with Atlanta, to be honest. But I have a little hope that Atlanta's gonna improve from last year. They got not so much a quarterback, but you got everyone's hyped up on Bijan Robinson.
See, that's what I'm excited to see is the Bijan Robinson for sure. Because allegedly
Drake London.
A lot of people have been saying people were saying Bijan's like should be like one of the top in fantasy. So I'm trying to see if he live up to the hype.
Exactly. Yeah, he was drafted first round pretty much in almost all drafts, 12 man or more at least. So that's going to be crazy. And then the two disappointments are, I guess, semi-different. Drake London was supposed to be really good. We'll see if he improves. And then the biggest disappointment year after year so far has been Kyle Pitts. Tight end.
He was terrible last year.
Everyone was hyping him up like, oh, this is going to be the next big tight end of all time. And he has the athletic ability and obviously athleticism, but you know, the offense isn't high octane, as you can see in this total, under 40 points. But yeah, I mean, I no bet for me here, but I lean, obviously, I think Falcons win this game.
Yeah.
-3 is good, -3.5.
Yeah, I would probably lean Falcons too, but also I want to see what's his name? The rookie for the Panthers. First round pick, right? First pick.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, so we'll see what he does. The little guy too, right? He's like tiny out there.
Slim, not super tall.
Yeah,
so we'll see how he holds up.
He's getting a lot of love though, so we'll see. I'm interested to see how he does, but yeah, I would probably lean towards Falcons because they still kind of got what they had last year, and you know what I mean. I think they could build off that.
No, yeah, for sure. We're definitely going on Falcons there, but no bet for me. Houston at Baltimore, man.
Houston, we have a problem.
Baltimore opened -9.5, and they're looking around -10 in most places. You could probably still see some -9.5s. I mean, this is really one-way traffic for me. Obviously, the spread's huge. You know, obviously, I think Baltimore is going to win. If I was taking Baltimore, I would even lay it. You know, I'll lay the 9.5. If you get 9.5, I might lay the whole 9.5.
And yeah, maybe to the new listeners, you might want to break down like what is the spread and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just for like new people, because you know this is a new show right here, brother.
Oh yeah, for those that aren't super into the sports betting side of things, you know, the point spread is what you actually have to win by or more than to actually win your bet. So it's not as easy as betting just, oh, Baltimore is going to win. Yeah. There is a money line, which is where you pick the winner, but the odds will be, in this case, I'll give you an example of Baltimore, -500. So you would have to risk $500 to win $100 on the money line. So if you lose $500. If you win 100. But on the point spread, it's -110. So you'd risk 110 to win 100. So that's why they do even out on the spread and the money line. So they do correlate to each other. So for those that don't know, but yeah, I'm going Baltimore this way. I mean, I don't love laying these big points in the NFL, but there's no way I'm going to start.
Especially week one. It's like, fuck. But yeah. But the only thing is, you could give the benefit of the doubt to Houston. They got the rookie head coach, my Niners ex-defensive coach. He brought a lot of people from San Francisco. They spent some money, I guess. They got some top rookies. They also have a rookie quarterback, CJ Stroud?
Yeah, CJ Stroud. They got the running back that actually is going to probably be good. Damian Pierce, he was good last year.
Oh yeah, and then they got a badass linebacker, right, from Alabama.
Yeah, who they got here? What's his name?
Something Anderson or something like that.
I don't have him here.
Anderson.
I don't know. I don't see him on the roster, but I'm not. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't the most up to date on the Texans roster defensively, but I think they're gonna be improving. Like from last year. I mean, that's not a hot take, but you know, it's not saying much. But they're gonna improve. They got some pieces, but they're still gonna be mid to low tier team, but improvements. Devin Singletary is a backup running back or second running back. They got Robert Woods and Nico Collins as their main receivers. So, I mean, it's not huge, big names. So they really I think they're just going to be underestimated. And then that's when they could strike. You know, when teams kind of overlook them. Yeah. That's when you probably want to take a look at them. But right now, week one in Baltimore, No, thank you.
Nah, yeah, especially you got Lamar Jackson coming back. We haven't seen Lamar Jackson since what week of whatever of last year, whenever he got hurt, and then when they made it to the playoffs and everything. I want to say. Also, we haven't seen Odell since the Super Bowl of what?
Oh yeah. So Ravens, yeah. I'm actually interested in their receivers. They got
No,
Zay Flowers,
there's a lot of questions. Zay Flowers, who else?
Bateman. He's back from injury. Rashad Bateman.
Dobbins coming off a back injury too. We haven't seen this guy. Who knows how long?
Yeah,
You know?
a
Also,
lot of injured folks.
Andrews is also sketched. This guy's always hurt too now. Like
He's questionable still.
he got a
He might not even
quadricep
play.
injury. Yeah.
Yeah, who I also have in another league. So
Yeah, he was so easy to get this year, but it's so sketch because he's always hurt now. Him and Kittle were hella easy to get if you wanted as a tight end.
yeah, I mean Kittle dropped a lot because they have so many weapons on the Niners, you know. So it's
But
like
he's one of Purdy's favorites though. He had his highest Kittle had his highest touchdown year ever last year with Brock Purdy.
last year, really?
Yes, that was his highest ever over double digit touchdowns
Interesting.
with
Yeah.
Purdy.
Me personally, I'm not big on Kittle this year because he's such a good blocker.
Yeah,
So they force him to block a lot
he
too.
plays the game, but like he's
good.
He's a dog though. We need him. They gotta get him open and shit. But
Football wise, yeah. I'm just talking about fantasy wise.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah,
hit
yeah.
or miss for him. Football wise, he's amazing.
No,
So
yeah.
that's the thing about tight ends, because certain tight ends, they're so skilled, but like the thing is, if you're good at blocking, the coach is gonna
Yeah.
force you to fucking keep blocking.
Especially Niners with a running team and all that.
Yeah, they got hella good weapons everywhere. So
And
it's
they
like,
use a lot of running with like Debo running, all kind of shit. So yeah.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, back to this. Yeah, without going any further with this, we're going Ravens. Ravens flock. What is that? What they say? Flock Ravens. Whatever
Fuck
it is.
Ravens.
Oh yeah, and the total, by the way, is on the under here. Is open at 45. Now down to what, 44, 43 and a half. Yeah, as well. So, next we got Cincinnati Bengals at the Cleveland Browns. Divisional game, bro. This is huge. Cleveland is, Cincinnati away favorites -2.5. And it's been a stalemate. It's been at 2.5 for weeks since it opened months ago. So Joe Burrow, we know that news. He's gonna play. Probably real.
He said he's good to play. He said he's good to go, so he's gonna play.
He's gonna play. He's probably not gonna run as much.
I mean, he really can't run like that. So yeah, it's better that he doesn't.
Yeah. Well, because he's injured, he be gassing. He be moving for a white boy, especially Macaulay Culkin looking dude. So no, Joe Burrow's one of the great quarterbacks, the young great quarterbacks. They should put him on quarterbacks, but he probably declined.
He probably did. Peyton said that 3 people declined on him.
That's probably one of them, if I had to guess.
Yeah, for sure. Because he's probably he's already been to the Super Bowl, so he's probably like, "Fuck, I gotta win one, bro. I gotta focus."
But what do you think? I think this is gonna be real interesting. I think at first look, I was like, Bengals -2.5. Oh yeah, it's great. But then you can't sleep. I think Cleveland's gonna be a lot better this year than they were last year.
I mean, they still got ballers on Cleveland, man. It's gonna see like what is Deshaun Watson gonna do? He finally went through a preseason and training camp. He got cashed the hell out last year. Are you gonna live up to your contract? He looked really shaky those last games they put him in last year.
He was trash.
So now he's warmed up. He still got weapons over. He got Donovan Peoples-Jones, Amari Cooper, Njoku, the tight end. You got Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's always a dog. He's getting kind of older now, but he did fall off like that. But he fell off like at the end of the season last year. Or they weren't using him. It was like some weird shit going on, bro. I had me hot. I could have won a championship because of him. But
but now Kareem Hunt's gone. He didn't sign, so Chubbs is really the guy that they're gonna be running with, and they're a heavy run team. But yeah, like you said, Deshaun Watson's gonna be like the deciding factor on how this team's gonna go because they kept most of their big pieces,
Yeah, and the defense is like it's solid. It's not too good, but they got some players. They got Myles Garrett? Yeah,
it's a freak athlete,
beast,
like crazy. So for me, I like the Cleveland Browns in this game. Let's see what I fired. I don't even remember here. Yeah, I got Cleveland in a teaser, and we'll go over teasers later. A Wong teaser, mathematical teasers. But yeah, I fired on Cleveland. I like the under 48. It's at 47 right now, which is okay. Once it goes to 46, that's kind of the limit threshold for me. But yeah, I think the home underdog here it's going to be competitive. It's going to be sweaty. It might come down to the last possession possibly. But I think I like Browns as an underdog price here, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's the money line for them? Plus what?
Plus 120, plus 115.
That's cool.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
plus
probably
one.
leave with I'm gonna have to lean with Joe Cool and the Bengals. Is Mixon gonna play or did he get suspended? Because remember he like shot some
No,
kids
he
or something like
cleared.
that.
Yeah. That was crazy. No, he got cleared. He's
Oh,
good.
nice. Okay, for
Yeah, that
sure.
was the big news. That was big
Yeah,
news.
that's crazy.
That's big news
But
for
yeah,
sure.
so yeah, that's big news for the Bengals. Hopefully Joe Burrow is actually 100%. Nothing like no tragedy injury we get in this game. So because he is a boy. So yeah, I'm
Hey,
gonna have
shout
to.
out to those people on fantasy that got Jamar Chase and got Burrow as their quarterback, so they could stack it up, get the super points,
Yep. So
the
yeah,
10 pointers on fantasy.
I got
Um,
I got Burrow in a few leagues as my QB. So for sure.
but yeah, who do you like in this game? Do you like anybody?
Go
You
with
like
Bengals.
Bengals, bro?
I'll go with the Bengals.
Bengals. It's gonna be competitive, man. This is crazy. This is a
Bengals.
good
What was
matchup.
everybody was calling them when they're in the Super Bowl? The Bengals. Like what? Bengals.
Bengals. And then next game we got. I don't think it's a good matchup, but I'm excited to see Jacksonville at Indianapolis Colts.
Mm.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Jacksonville opened -3.5, and now they're -5 in most places, in pretty much all places.
Yeah.
4.5 you could probably find somewhere, but past the key number of 4. So, man, what do you think? I mean, to me, another one-way traffic type of game for me. I'm going Jacksonville -5, -4.5, minus whatever you want, bro. I'm taking Jacksonville.
No, yeah, Jacksonville coming back with their coach Doug Peterson, second year. They went to the playoffs last year. Sunshine is getting in his groove. They add the addition of Calvin Ridley. They got Christian Kirk, and there's another baller they got. I think it was the guy who used to be on the Raiders. Was it Zay Jones? Who was his
Zay
name?
Jones. So they got a nice receiving
Evan
core.
Ingram at tight end still, who balled out last year with Trevor Lawrence. So
Mm-hmm.
I think
And
they
Lawrence
still
is
can.
good himself. So
I think they're still going to continue to do what they do, but the Colts are very intriguing just to see they got that badass rookie quarterback, Anthony Richardson. What's his name? GYU. If you want to go check out his music or whatever it's called. And yeah, no Jonathan Taylor, no receivers really for the thing. So it's going to be
they
all
got
on the
Michael
rookie.
Pittman. They got Michael Pittman Jr., who's good
He's a
and
beast.
talented,
He like
but it's up
6'5"
to
too.
Anthony Richardson to even pass it to him, which I mean, I think his passing ability is not as good as his athletic and rushing ability as a quarterback. So I'm not big on Anthony Richardson like some people are. So I think this team is trash. I'm just gonna say it right now. My projection of them is trash. My bad. I should have been showing y'all this real quick. Chang, God damn it, Chang.
It's all good. It's, like I say, it's a new show, man. We working out the kinks.
We're working out the kinkies. But yeah, man, so y'all could follow along here. But yeah, man, I think this team sucks. But one thing you guys got to look out for fantasy players, man. Deion Jackson, he's going to be the starting running back now that Jonathan Taylor's not going to play the week 1. And I believe that he's in some leagues. He's on the free agency.
Yeah, him and Evan Hull, they're gonna like committee it probably. Well, we're gonna
probably
do it better, but yeah,
it's like a tryout in games to see who's going to be better. But Jackson played some last year as well, so and he did pretty decent. So I think that's going to be a good look. But fuck that, I'm going Sunshine all day, bro. Jacksonville,
same
as well. So next game, Tampa Bay at Minnesota Vikings. Vikings open -6.5. Now they're -6 down to -5.5 in some spots, man. So
Vikings and who?
Vikings
Tampa Bay?
and Buccaneers. Yeah, a lot of looks like some money's been coming in on the Bucks, according to the movement. So that's interesting. I mean, I'm a Kirk Cousins guy. So and obviously Justin Jefferson's a beast, number 1, number 2 pick in majority of drafts.
You like that?
Yeah, man. Another quarterback guy, another guy that was on the show, quarterbacks, whose was great. So yeah, I mean, I like Minnesota here. I haven't put a bet or anything, but I like Minnesota. Obviously, I don't know if I want to lay the full points, but 5.5 starting to get intriguing. Once it gets under that 6, it's starting to intrigue me at home. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they got some high octane offense. We got to see how the running backs do now that Dalvin Cook's gone. We got Alexander Madison, who was always an amazing backup for Dalvin Cook when he was hurt. So we'll see if Madison could really handle it the whole time, where he's going to get a high volume. They have some other backup running backs that are going to be pretty much, looking to take his spot as soon as he gets hurt or take some of his volume. So we'll see how that goes. But I think Justin Jefferson, another thing, Hawkinson, he just got paid big time. So he's going to be another target. They got, who's the other one? Jordan Addison, who's a rookie, I believe. So he's going to be good.
I want to see how the running back does for the Vikings.
Yep, because I like Madison, so I haven't. But then they got guys like right now. It looks like the depth chart: Ty Chandler and Miles Gaskin. Gaskin just came from, I believe, the Dolphins. So they got some good, decent team, man. They got good contenders. The main thing is their defense going to hold up? Is their defense going to do their job as well? So only time will tell because I have no idea about that. As far as the total goes, go ahead.
But no, I'm saying, but this is I feel like the Vikings should handle this, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean too. There has to be a reason why Tampa Bay's getting
because
even
Mike Evans is holding out too. I don't think he's playing, right?
He's holding out a little bit. Yep. He just said that Godwin was talking about holding out, but he is going to play. He's going to be the guy, probably getting hella targets. The running back. I mean, they got Baker Mayfield, so I've never been a big Baker guy.
Yeah,
unlike some of my friends. Hopefully watching this show as well. And, I'm not on that. So Minnesota at home, but with the NFL, it's like when it looks a little too easy, you know how it goes. There's nothing that's too easy in the NFL.
Especially in the NFL, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, NFL specifically. But moving forward, man, Tennessee at New Orleans in the Mercedes Superdome. We got New Orleans -3 all the way around, man. It's been solid. It's been staying at 3, man. And then some places going to 3.5, but it's pretty much -3. Totals 42, 42.5. It's been going under. Some places 41 now. So, I mean, yeah, I would only look for the under here. I think there's going to be a lot of running. There's going to be a lot of pacing, but we got new pieces, man. We got God's favorite quarterback, Derek Carr. We got the return of Michael Thomas.
Mr.
We don't know what that's
Eyeliner.
going to look like.
Hey, they still got Olave, though, so that's good.
Olave, who's going to be, to me, I mean, everyone knows he's going to be the #1 receiver, to be honest.
And they got good tight ends, too, because I think they got Foster Moreau from the Raiders also, right?
Foster Moreau.
And they got, what's his name? The guy who did really good last year. No, he got cut. He didn't make the team. Jawan Johnson.
Oh, yeah, Jawan Johnson's there. Foster Moreau's the backup. Oh, Jimmy Graham's still on the roster, it says.
I
don't know. He might get cut. I don't know. I'm just looking at the depth chart from ESPN right now. But he's third in line. So when you're a third tight end,
no, yeah, because I looked him up in fantasy. I was gonna draft him like last pick or some shit, but it said he was like out.
Oh, he probably not even on then. But yeah, their receiving core is great. They got like you said, the anime guy from the Lions, Jamal Williams.
Oh yeah, he's a good addition. They got
Kendra Miller.
Yup.
And then Kamara's gonna come back after a few weeks or 4 weeks.
4 games, 4 weeks.
Yeah. And you know what? If all else fails and Derek Carr, let's say he gets hurt or something happens, we got Jameis Winston, baby. Yeah, let's go. Eating W.
Taysom Hill too.
And Taysom Hill. He's gonna be the wild card where he can fit in anywhere.
Tight end, running back, quarterback, receiver, whatever you want. He'll do
some trick plays. So I mean, I got big hopes for Derek Carr this year, actually.
Same. Especially playing in the dome. I feel like he could ball out, and he got he got some weapons over there.
And he got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Like the way he got did dirty by the Raiders. The way they did it was just super dirty. So
gave his number away and shit to a rookie.
Yeah, to the backup. Like, come on.
Yeah, it is shady. Hey, but Tennessee though, can't sleep on Tennessee. They still got a cool defense. We'll see. Derrick Henry still trying to see if he can produce as an OG RB in the league. And then who'd they add? Deshaun Hopkins, right?
DeAndre Hopkins, yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins.
the other D name. But yeah, man, this is another team that I think is actually going to make a little run this year. And a lot of people have, every time I talk to some of my friends about it, they're like, nah. They're not going to do shit. It's like, bro, I mean, they didn't get DeAndre Hopkins for the future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, they're getting him for now. Treylon Burks is still good. Obviously, Derrick Henry's for now. It's not for later, So, same thing with Tannehill. He's trying to win now, bro. So, this team is built. Their defense is actually pretty decent. Especially with their coach, who's defensive minded.
Vrabel, Mike Vrabel.
Exactly. So I mean, I got some high hopes for this team, but this is going to be a good ass matchup, man. I'm no bets from me here because it's going to be close. I think it's going to be close. Yeah, New Orleans is the rightful favorite, though.
Yeah, they're the favorite, but I can see Tennessee still in that, though, for sure. Like exactly. They got a solid team. They're kind of like dark horses. Also, like Tannehill, he's kind of like shaky. It's all depends on his play. And didn't they just draft somebody like They drafted like somebody as a backup, right? Just in case that the guy who got sponsored by mayonnaise, what's his name? Is it Will Levis or something? Or
yeah, you talking about on the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude, Will Levis. I'm not a Will Levis guy. They still have Malik Willis, by the way.
Oh yeah, but
So,
see, they disrespected him. They just drafted him out of nowhere. So it was like I don't think they're
yeah.
looking for Malik Willis.
So those two guys are kind of the guys, but I'm not a big Will Levis guy either. So I actually am a Ryan Tannehill guy. That's a unpopular opinion, but I actually think he's pretty decent. Obviously, not like top tier,
Nah,
but I
yeah.
think he's serviceable, and I think they can win with him. I don't know about no Super Bowl, but they
Hey,
could contend to get to the playoffs.
you never know, bro. Super Bowl, like you just have to have a quarterback that can just do the bare minimum almost. Just like that year when Trent Dilfer won it with the Ravens. You know what I'm saying?
Just
You
don't
gotta
turn over the ball, protect
right.
the ball,
Put
control
the
the
ball
game.
where it needs to be. Just make the throws, but that's easier said than done.
Yeah, quarterback, probably the hardest position in the NFL. So, what else we got here? We got the 49ers, bang bang Niner gang,
Hey,
-2.5 over in Pittsburgh, the terrible towel town, black and yellow. Man, this is a crazy, interesting game, man. I saw this line open, months ago during the offseason. And in my head, when it opened at the -3, just like everybody else that looked at it probably was like, damn, Niners -3, that's a gift, But then you look deeper into it, and then you start tracking the line movement. You're like, why is because 3 is a very key number. Why are people putting money all in Pittsburgh +3? And now that even with Bosa, the news of Bosa re-signing, and everyone's hyped on that, how come the line didn't even move? It's still at 2.5. That should raise some red flags right there. Granted, they're going to be in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's much improved. But Niners are Super Bowl contenders. So man, it's gonna be interesting.
hopefully, fuck.
Allegedly, yeah. Purdy just came back from injury, so you got to see how he passes and throws. He should be okay. But they got weapons. They got defense. They got everything.
They got a running game, weapon. That's the thing. But the thing is, like, this is like a little sneaky little spot right here against Pittsburgh is always a solid team, great head coach. They got Fitzpatrick, their free safety. They got one of the Watt brothers, TJ Watt, or who is it?
TJ Watt, yeah.
TJ Watt. Like the defense is always solid. What's his name is like I feel like he's gonna be a sleeper this year. The quarterback for the Steelers, Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, I think he's gonna improve.
Yeah, they say he literally studied all his incomplete throws last year, so I feel like he got some dedication. He got fire under his butt. But man, me I'm biased, so I'm always going Niners. You know what I'm saying? But like I can see the Steelers like taking this one, especially because it's in Pittsburgh. It's gonna be like an ugly game, and it's all like you said about Purdy. How's Purdy gonna do after getting that crazy injury in the NFC Championship and like Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick? Like, are you gonna live up to being just the last pick again? Are you really like that boy? So like a lot of people are gonna be judging us that game. So
yeah, man,
I'm going with the Niners, bro.
It scared me away for sure because I was obviously early looking at Niners, and now that all this money's coming in, and I respect the market and I respect a lot of the pro bettors. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on this game because I do like the Niners and I want to see them succeed. But yeah, they start out slow, going first game. It's going to be some growing pains, especially at the beginning, to click together in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? So it is a challenge. Najee Harris for the Steelers.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a mixed bag, I think. I think he's decent, and I like him. He's from the Bay and everything. But there is a group of people that really think he's overrated. As a running back skill, he's not as good as the other backs.
Last year, in the beginning of the year, I guess he was hurt, and then if you notice, he got better at the end of the year because he started healing up. But at the same time, for him,
got volume, yeah.
He started every single game, so you can't I salute anybody in the pros that start in every game because like you see a lot of people, they take that shit for granted. Like it'd be great people, and then they just always hurt. It's like, does that still make you great? Like you still got to be consistent.
The best ability,
play, bro. You know what I mean? Like
the best ability is availability.
Yeah, facts.
So that's why I'm saying. So they got a good backup young guy, Jalen Warren, who a lot of people are hyping up, saying that potentially could take away some of the Najee Harris work. I like the receivers, man. I think the receivers are underrated. They got Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Allen Robinson they just got over there too, who's underrated a little bit. I think he was overrated for a while, but now that everyone's off him and like saying that he sucks, now he's underrated, So it's like somewhere, usually you're always somewhere in the middle, right? You're not as good at what everyone says, and you're not as bad as what everyone says. So here's another thing is like everyone's hyped up on NFL young boy, George Pickens, which he does do the spectacular plays. He does the crazy catches. But as far as if you're in a PPR league, Deontay Johnson gets way more looks. He gets the catches. He gets the consistent looks, and that's why he's also listed as the number one receiver on the team, for those that don't know that. Because I know there's a lot of George Pickens love, which I like George Pickens too. I think he has talent, obviously, but Deontay Johnson is the number one receiver over there, just so y'all know. How about Pat Fryermuth? A lot of Caucasian people love him. Yeah, Pat. Yeah, he's good. I mean, he's solid.
He's a cool tight end, solid, like, just like you said, like a blocker tight end kind of guy.
Yeah, catch it. He catches when it's thrown to him, so it's gonna be solid for him. But I think that they're gonna be much improved. So this is gonna be a tough one, man. I'm gonna lay the fuck off. Of course, I think the Niners should, hopefully win, but it's gonna be a lot tougher than people would imagine. And there's a reason why Pittsburgh is, money's been coming in on him. I might put him in the teaser on Sunday right before if I want to be a little degen about it. Yeah. Get him over to plus 8.5 or plus 8. But other than that, I'm not really gonna do nothing on that one.
Man, we'll see, bro. It's like they got they got all the weapons. It's just like they just gotta execute, and it's like, damn, they never execute like when you need them to. So that's why I'm kind of scared. So we'll see.
But and everyone got to remember, it's week 1.
Yeah, exactly. Like, everything we're saying could be the opposite. Like, that's the thing with week 1 is always sketch. Like, even for fantasy, like you draft. When you're doing your draft, you're drafting people from last year. Everything's gonna be raw, but it's the new blood. That it's time for the new blood. There's still some people who are still consistent, but yeah, it's all a gamble.
That's why it's hilarious when I get all the homies that always draft every year, and they're like, "Oh, my team's the best. My team's the best." It's like, bro, I'd never say that. Even if I could like my team. You could like your team, but it's like, how do you know, bro? Like, you could think they're the best, and that's why you're drafting them. But it's like, bro, what do you mean? How do you even know?
It's funny when you think you're the best, and then they give you a little AI report card, and it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, well, yeah. I always tell people like that report card, if you get like a C, I feel like that middle range is always the best. Because if you give you an A, it's like a curse.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And injury, big thing too, man. Like, there's a lot of injuries going down. Like, we talked about it. Cooper Kupp, Kelsey.
Before the season even started.
Twin receivers from Green Bay. Now it's going to be on the rookie. Both gonna be the main starter. The rookie's going to be the starter now, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But yeah, we'll get into. Let's see. Arizona. Arizona Cardinals over Washington.
You could just already say, yeah, we could just go by this. Arizona is not favored in one game this year.
Yeah, man. I think this is one of those a popular survivor pick for those in the survivor pool. A lot of people are picking the Commanders this week. They're actually open at -5, and now they're -7. So that's a pretty big move. They're actually one of the pieces to my 6-point teaser. So that I'll give out at the end of the show here. But yeah, I think y'all should lock that in.
Who's their starting quarterback for the Commanders?
Commanders is Sam Howell.
Okay, yeah, I was watching the preseason game. He looked good.
Yeah, no, he was not bad. I don't even know him like that. Like, I didn't follow his career
he looked
throughout.
Good.
But from what I shortly seen and the highlights, at least in the preseason, he was looking pretty decent. They got weapons.
Also, McLaurin's hurt too. He has like a turf toe, but they don't know if he's going to play or not.
Damn, that fool always got turf toe. I feel like.
Man, I was watching that game. They stepped on his shit.
Sorry, I'm going to look at this depth chart real quick.
Yeah, Arizona, bro. Who knows? They're going to stop that Dubes guy. That's who they're starting. I'm just hoping John Connor just gets all the work. You feel me?
John Connor, the Terminator. Yeah, Connor though. That fool is dope. But the team sucks. That's the only issue. But yeah, let's see here. Commanders, man, they got Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson duo. I think that's pretty solid. Sam Howell backed up by Jacoby Brissett. Beef Brissett.
You got somebody who's been there. You know what I mean?
Another big name or big receiver that people think are going to go off this year is Jahan Dotson. I think he's going to get a lot of looks, especially if McLaurin's out. And then low key, for those that don't know, Curtis Samuel, he's going to be there too. And if McLaurin's out, that's the only two big receivers that are really going to get looks,
Yeah.
So check him out. Logan Thomas, the tight end's going to be solid. Their defense should be pretty decent. Chase Young, he's questionable, but he's solid. If he plays, he's raw.
I think there's like a contract year for him too. So he's
going to ball out.
He has to ball out.
Yeah, man. So it's a one-way traffic here, man. I don't think anyone's really trying to take a shot on Arizona. You might have to give people like plus 14 or something.
No, Arizona is just in a whirlwind right now. Like,
yeah, man. But hey, the silver lining, I guess if you call it silver lining for Arizona fans, is Kyler might be coming back at some point, possibly.
They said he's
So,
allegedly like he's supposed to play, so that's good news for Arizona fans.
like in like a few weeks or 4 weeks or something, 4 to 6 weeks. We'll see. We'll see how that turns out. You can never know. They could all just say that and then be like, nah, he ain't playing. Yeah. If they're losing, they're 0-6 or whatever going into week 7, just which they could be.
He ain't coming back.
He's like, nah, COD, bro. I'm playing the COD.
I'm playing as Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be dope. Let's see here. We got Green Bay Packers at Chicago Bears. This is another divisional rivalry, but a new look to the whole team, bro.
New look in Green Bay. No more Aaron Rodgers. It is the Jordan Love era.
Yeah, I mean, are you big on? Some people are hyping up Jordan Love. I'm not really familiar with.
He looked
his
solid
game level,
when
but
he played. He looked like all right. Like he didn't look like scary out there. I mean, he just needs more work. You feel me? He needs more time on the field. So hopefully he can produce and yeah, because Green Bay is always good at getting QBs like shit. So
yeah, they probably see something in him. They still got Aaron Jones. The big issue, like you were just mentioning a minute ago, the two receivers, Romeo Dobbs and Christian Watson, both hamstrings. Hamstrings are tricky. They don't just heal that quickly.
They just
to
come
100%.
out of nowhere too. It's just like bing, like oh shit,
and they could linger. Even if you think you're getting better, and then you start because the speed that these guys are playing on the field is crazy. So it's next level. It's not just going on a jog.
Ferraris and fucking Lambos out there.
Exactly, it's like something we can no speed that we could touch. So it's like that muscle's probably fucked up for real. So we'll see how they go because I think those guys are going to be solid as far as receivers go. But a young crew, man.
Yep, it's all young out there except the running backs are pretty OGs, but
yeah, Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon.
Who is it? Is Green Bay and the Bears and Bears? Justin Fields coming back. See how he does. Running back Khalil Herbert. Damn, that's a sketchy game. Where are they playing in Chicago?
They're going to be playing in Chicago. And oh yeah, sorry about that. I didn't put the line out, but it opened at -3 Chicago, and it's actually about a -1 Chicago. So money has been coming in on Green Bay, not only at +3, but at +2, which is interesting. As well. So that makes me a little concerned because I lean the Bears. I didn't put a bet on it, but I lean the Bears. I actually like the Bears. I like Justin Fields. I really, really like Khalil Herbert, man. A lot of people are like whatever on him. I think he's going to have a solid year. He's pretty much the only guy, as long as he stays healthy. He could catch and he could run. So if you guys remember, he was the backup for Montgomery, and when Montgomery was hurt, and Herbert was balling. So and then they got DJ Moore, who's finally getting his chance to be like the main number one guy, but we'll see how Justin Fields passes because that's the part of his game that everyone's critiquing is that he can't really pass as well and accurately. So they got who's the best receiver that some people like it? Chase Claypool. Well, he's self-proclaimed the best.
He's the best, like 6'5", right? 6'6".
He got the tools and the attributes, but he just ain't putting it together. And he was blaming when he was on Pittsburgh. He was blaming Mitch Trubisky, which understandably, but I think he has nobody to blame right now. But we'll see how Justin Fields passes. Cole Kmet, I think he just got paid too, right?
Probably.
He got paid, so another tight end that got paid that should show out. And then the backup tight end, Robert Tonyan, don't sleep on him. Mercedes Lewis, what the fuck?
Man, he's still playing? Shit. Oh yeah, he's on Green Bay still, huh? That's crazy.
Nah, he's on the Bears.
Oh wow.
The fuck? He's like the third tight end.
That's crazy.
He's there to block.
Power to him.
Yeah, more power to him. Get paid, man. But the defense, hopefully, it still stays solid. They still got Khalil Mack, right?
Nah, Khalil Mack's on the damn Chargers, fool.
Oh, you're right. No nothing. So I don't know. DeMarcus Walker.
That smoke.
They got some dudes, but we'll see. Yannick.
It's gonna be. It's all about we'll see how Jordan Love can do. Especially the receivers aren't there. It might be. I probably lean Chicago.
Yeah, I lean Chicago, but I can't bet that.
Yeah, it's a sketch one.
This is sketch, man. This is sketch. But as far as fantasy, people love Fields.
If Aaron was playing, it'd be automatic Packers. But yeah, so.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of tough matchups this end. By the way, the total 45.5 all the way down to 42. Oh, I do have a play on this game. Sorry, guys.
There you go.
I did fire a small play here on the under 43. And I'm going to look at I haven't looked at it yet, but if the first half is under 21 or 21.5, I'll take that. But anything less, once it gets to under 21, I'm not going to do that. But I like the under in this game for sure. What else we got next? We got yes, this is best bet time coming up here for me. We got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Denver Broncos in Denver. Divisional game once again, man. This is crazy. Denver opened up. Let's see here. They were like -4, 4.5, and now they're back down to like 3, 3.5. So, man, I love the Raiders in this one. I don't like the Raiders for the season, but as far as this game, this matchup, disrespect for the Raiders to be 4-point underdogs. I locked that in. I locked that in at +4.5. I like it all the way up to +3. Money line, put it in. I got money line +175, whatever plus money. Put it all in. You know, some people like to put the house on it.
You would put the house on it?
I don't. That's the one rule I got. You don't put the house on.
That's
anything.
the thing. It's still the Raiders, bro. You never know. You didn't watch that game with us when Baker beat them with the Rams and shit, and they were like scraping. They always find some way to lose, bro. I don't know what it is with them. I don't know, but they got the talent, bro. The defense, I feel like the defense should be kind of like they should be sleepers this year. Like Max Crosby.
The defense should be improved. I don't want to say good.
Well, that's what I mean. I feel like they'll be like sleepers, like honestly, but I don't know. It's always the Raiders. And they got Jimmy G now. Like, how is he gonna look? He's coming off an ankle injury or foot, whatever, like
surgery and shit.
Josh Jacobs, he finally came back. He signed on, and no, I'm rooting for him for sure. Cause I mean, I would pick the Raiders, but then like, especially against your boy, they're playing against your boy, Mr. Unlimited, kissing babies and shaking hands.
You know how I have a soft spot for Russell Wilson, but this ain't it for him. I don't think he's ready.
It's in Denver too, like that wind, so that
high altitude,
that elevation, yeah. So like that's their home, but they don't have no like weapons though right now, right? They're all hurt. Jerry Judy's hurt.
They got Cortland Sutton. They got
yeah.
They got Samaje Perine at the running back position. But yeah, no, I mean, regardless of all that, even full strength, I'm going Vegas +4. I think plus money is this should be a pick'ems.
Yeah. For sure it should be a pick'ems. Yeah, like the Raiders are like +160 money line or 175.
Yeah, so +3 or better. I mean, I'm taking it and then sprinkle on the money line. Best bet.
Yeah.
Let's get it on. Raiders.
No Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones borrowing shit from
his
brother's stash.
The Jones brothers, right? Bones Jones and Chandler Jones sharing that booger sugar.
The Coke Bros.
Coke Bros, baby.
The older brother never got into no dirt like that or never got in trouble. Arthur Jones.
That we know. Nah.
He won a Super Bowl though with the Ravens against the Niners.
True. He's probably too old for all that shit. He's like, y'all tripping.
All champions, bro. It's crazy.
That's crazy, but all crazy. All possible CTE. Hey, that might be a thing, bro.
Hey, Antonio Brown said he got CTE.
At least he knows. At least he's self-aware.
He's on that show now with Mason Cameron. That sports.
Wait,
show.
is he like an actual he's gonna be there week on week?
He's their football correspondent.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Hilarious. Yeah. He was on there like put that shit on. Put that shit on.
Here's another last comment from this matchup here. Everyone on the offseason was hyping up the Sean Payton signing for the Denver Broncos, which it is an improvement because obviously the last coach they had was like the worst ever, right?
Yeah, he didn't know what to do.
Yeah, but and Sean Payton's great, but I think just because you sign him game one doesn't change the whole trajectory of the whole team and the roster of the team. Like, no, I think it takes time.
It's trying to though, because remember, like they said, Russ was doing whatever the heck he. When I speak about Russ, I should say heck. So whatever the heck he wanted to do last year, you know what I'm saying? He was like isolated, they said, and stuff like that. You had to reach to him through a handler. You couldn't just contact him directly. Payton's allegedly coming in and put a halt to all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So
which he should.
Hopefully that could unlock some of the unlimited in Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I think they do better.
He was shitty last year, bro. He was terrible.
Yeah, you can't do worse than all that. So I think they're going to improve. I just think this first game is going to be Raider time, baby. And that's what it is, man. Jimmy G time.
Devontae to go.
Davante Adams, bro. I mean, even though there's talks about him being traded mid-season or if the Raiders keep losing, which I don't think the Raiders are going to be winning hella games or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about week one only. That I think the Raiders gonna take this. So, damn, another good matchup, bro. Next game, Miami Dolphins at the LA Chargers. This is gonna
Chargers
be a good
got
one.
Chargers got a lot to show after last year. They were fucking shitty last year. Like, what's his name got hurt like in the first few games, right?
That's when he got shitty. As Justin Herbert, he had that sternum injury, that rib injury.
But it's not even that. It's also the defense was like terrible last year, and they have good pieces. They have two great cornerbacks. They got the Derwin James. They have Bosa. What's his name? What's the big brother Bosa?
Oh, Joey Bosa.
They got Joey Bosa. They got Khalil Mack over there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got pieces in it. But this shows you what I always be saying. Football specifically is such a team sport that more than other sports where, yeah, you can have all these big names and in theory, on paper, they should be good, but it's more than just that. Whereas in the basketball, like NBA, like you can have one dude that just does everything because one person could do all positions, you know what I'm saying? But in football, everything's positionalized. So you really got to put it all together. And to be honest, for all these games, the O-line is so important that no one ever talks about.
Yeah,
and that part is so crucial in football. There's two positions that I think is or a group of positions, but more important than any other. Everyone's talking about all these important big names. Obviously, quarterback. That's like a fact. But then you got the O-line. That's the secondary. Like you have to have that good O-line, or else your shit is fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think this is going to be one of the matchups of the week. The Chargers opened up -2.5. They're sitting around -3 right now. I agree with that move. I lean Chargers, although I do like the Dolphins. But I'm going to ride with Herbert and company. I think.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the Dolphins, bro. Got to see how Tua comes back. Like his brain's not like scrambled. Like he said he had to do judo to learn how to fall. Like what the hell? Like
yeah, what's going on? I like Tua too, and that's kind of sad to hear.
After last year, after seeing how great he was doing, bro, like they were just airing it out in the beginning of the season, but then he found the weakness. He just hit him.
These two teams are stacked. I mean, Miami's defense might be a little better. They lost some pieces, but their offense stacked. You know, Hill, Waddle, fucking Mostert is starting. Their running back. They're supposed to have a trio, but due to injury and stuff, they got Mostert starting. And they got that rookie Acanis or whatever you say his name. Yeah, so he's gonna be in there. But yeah, well, he's injured, I guess, so he's probably not gonna get no reps at the beginning. But Mostert's huge. But yeah, for me, week 1, Chargers in LA. I believe in Justin Herbert. Not everyone does.
Need Eckler to go off.
And Eckler, possibly one of my favorite NFL players. I've tried to draft him every single year that I had an opportunity to.
And I got him in hella leagues, bro.
He's the man.
I'm literally just doing a draft right now, and I got the 3rd pick, and I just drafted Eckler.
Just to let you know, he finished number 1 running back last year.
Oh yeah, he saved me hella games last year.
Yeah, so some people are like, oh no, CMC is gonna be great too. Don't get me wrong, but they're probably gonna limit him on looks because they want to keep him healthy for the season, for the playoffs.
Yeah, because last year he got hurt at the end of the year. He was kind of shaky.
Exactly. So they're definitely going to try to conserve
him when they can. Which is a blessing too, after his career has been the last few years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But I'm gonna go Charger. And the thing about Herbert, here's the thing: people are like, oh, he has to, throw a lot. Yeah. So what? I mean, he broke the records. You got to play the cards that you're dealt, man. The defense wasn't good, like you mentioned last year, so he had to score all those touchdowns. One thing that we noticed, he started playing a little shittier. Why? Ever since that rib injury. And by the way, the same doctor treating him was the same one that was poking up Tyrod Taylor.
They got to get rid of their medical staff, bro.
So I don't know about all that. That just seemed all sketchy to me. Somebody almost killed Tyrod Taylor due to like the doctor did. So fuck all that.
Yeah, they got to get rid of their
thing. He should be good though. I think Herbert should be good to go. I'm excited, man. And then Keenan Allen. He's getting old, but he's still there. He's going to be healthy this year.
Yeah, he was hurt last year. A lot of
he's always
season.
hurt. Yeah. Mike Williams.
But they still got weapons, yeah. So, I mean, also, if they could get Everett, the tight end, get him some work.
He's solid too. So it's going to be solid. But I think that's going to be one of the best games of the week as well. I like the over as well. I think it opened at 49 and a half, and now it's at 51. It's a pretty high total for the NFL week 1. So I didn't fire it, but I would look that way. I agree with that line movement as well. Let's see here. Oh, just a few games left. We got Philadelphia Eagles at New England Patriots, man. This is going to be interesting, bro. Interesting.
The Super Bowl losers they're going to have to make a statement after they were so hot last year. So,
And hey, here's the interesting thing: Philadelphia opened at -5, and now they're at -4, -3.5. So there's been money steaming on New England, including mine, a little bit on New England +5. Not a huge confident play, but I just felt like that was just too many points. The Super Bowl hangover from the team that lost as well. I mean, there's just a lot going on, man. I think they're going to be good, obviously, and they're going to be contenders again. And New England's not going to be big contenders, but I think they're going to be good enough to stay within the 5 points, probably keep it close, lose by 3-4 points. And then, of course, if you like the total, I would say the under. Open at 46, now it's at 45, and I think it's still good to go under.
Shit, I mean, I think I'm gonna rock with the Eagles for sure. They gotta make a statement after taking that L. Jalen Hurts just got cashed the fuck out. So
rightfully,
yeah, for sure,
he's a
for
boss.
Sure.
AJ Brown, they got
AJ
weapons.
Brown, they got beast Goddard tight end.
Yeah, they got weapons. One thing I am concerned about, and I want the questions answered, is the running back committee. They just got DeAndre Swift in there, and then they got Rashad Penny, Kenneth Gainwell, and they still got Boston Scott. So they got 4 guys that they actually give reps to. And DeAndre Swift is the new guy. So is, I guess, Rashad Penny. So it's like you're putting these 2 guys ahead of the old guys that have been there last year and the years before. But it's like, how much are they going to split it all up? Like, I like DeAndre Swift when he was on the Lions before he got hurt, obviously. But it's like, how much rep is he going to see? I unfortunately have him on some of my squads, and I'm like, I'm probably not going to start him.
He's number 2 though, or like he's battling for number 1 too. So
yeah, I mean, the one where I'm looking at, he's number 1. But yeah, I think they're going to split the reps between him and Penny, and then sprinkle in the other guys.
Gainwell's number 3.
Yep, and Boston Scott's still there. You can't forget he got reps too.
Yeah.
So they're going to take away from each other because how much? And you got to keep in mind, Jalen Hurts runs the ball. So this fool be taking the quarterback takes running reps away from the running back committee of 4. So that's what concerns me the most as far as fantasy goes when it comes to like starting any of these running backs. Talent wise, I mean, they're good, obviously. So that's something that, but I mean, Swift, Penny, this is going to be a solid ass team. AJ Brown, fucking Devontae Smith. Man, this is crazy.
Defense, I feel like they're still.
Defense still solid, bro. Fletcher Cox. Who got Jalen Carter, Hassan Reddick. They got some names for sure.
But they lost
Darius Slay.
They lost the grave digger though.
Who's that?
Anthony Hargrave, their defensive tackle.
Oh yeah, so
he went to the Niners, boy.
Josh Sweat. They still got some guys though. I think. I mean, it's gonna be solid. They're gonna be contenders. As far as the interesting New England Patriots, man. Shout out to all my the Caucasian fans and listeners and community, but Mac Jones, I think he's serviceable, but here's the thing. I don't think their receiving core is that amazing. Juju Smith-Schuster, I'm not about him anymore for a couple years. Even when he was on the Chiefs, I wasn't even feeling him. Devontae Parker, he's kind of getting old. Kendrick Bourne's all right. I mean, these guys are just all right. Hunter Henry at the tight end. Oh, they got Mike Gesicki.
They just got him this year. Mac Jones is hella sketch though, but I'm interested to see Ramondre Stevenson. I got him in a few leagues. I'm interested. I'm interested to see if Zeke still got some gas in the tank or if he's rejuvenated. So we'll see what's up with the Patriots. I mean, go ahead, Don.
Oh, the thing about Zeke is, you think they're just gonna bring him on for like short yardage type of plays, huh?
Hey, something, but they said he's been doing catches, but like, I mean, he's still a talent if he can play. Like, people try to say he's washed, but he still has some goal line touchdowns last year from stealing from Pollard and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's gonna be the time he's on, and then people also fat shaming him.
I think that shit's like Photoshop though.
No, it is. He's not fat like that.
Yeah, they're trying to make it like he was hella big.
Yeah, because he likes to eat, baby. Hey. But shit, to see that Zeke was like always that like number 1 type of running back pick in fantasy for years, and then now see all this shit, it's pretty crazy, man. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, just being in Dallas too. Dallas is another place that people like really don't speak about. Like shit could go like really turmoil, like south down there, really bad sometimes. So
he probably said something to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones like, nah, I'm fucking you up, bro. I'm fucking you up.
Yeah,
Um,
because Zeke's still in his 20s, so like shit.
that's crazy, right? You think he'd be like 30, early 30s.
Yeah, the way they acting about him and shit. That's just the disrespect the running backs are getting also nowadays. So
Yeah,
that's
that's another
another
thing.
big thing. Like, what the hell?
Their defense is still going to be solid. I think last year their defense was the main part of their team. You know, that's why
Yeah.
they were so successful. So we'll see. I think Mac Jones is serviceable. I didn't like him in college as much, but he's good enough. You know, so we'll see how that goes. But for me, I'm already on. I played this real early. I played this like weeks and weeks ago at +5. Right now, you know, it's tempting to go on Philadelphia. If it goes down to like 3, it might be a little tempting right there. Um, and then a lot of people like the under. I think the under is probably in play here as well, with two good defenses. All right. Oh, we got another divisional game. LA Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks, what, -5.5 right now? And it's been pretty much 5.5
Yeah.
for a while. So total
And then
47, under 4, goes down to 46 now.
yeah, Rams look like shit at the end of last year. The Cooper Cup got hurt. He's hurt again now,
Yeah.
hamstring injury. He's not going
He's
to be
out for week
playing.
1.
He said he's out for week 1, and they said they don't doubt they wouldn't rule out him going on IR. So you know he could be out
Yeah.
for 4 games. So
Pretty sad because he is
yeah,
good.
and then like the running back situation, they got Akers or whatever. Like I don't know, Rams are kind of like they're. I think they're fucking up too. So I'm gonna go with who was it?
Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks. Seahawks. They're always like both my rival teams. You know what I'm saying? But Seahawks are always there. You know what I'm saying? They're always They're always trying to win.
Yeah, Rams, I think took obviously a downfall as far even defensively. I mean, they still got Aaron Donald, but overall, I don't think their defense is as good as it was before. Matt Stafford's getting older. He's still obviously IQ wise, he's good, but physically, his body's been breaking down the last couple of years. Hey, you know who they're? I just realized here, and I didn't remember this, but Stetson Bennett from Georgia, the guy
Yeah,
that's
the
hella old,
OG.
yeah, is on the squad as well. I think he's
A
hurt
young
though.
OG.
Hey, I hope they give him some play time, bro. That's gonna be hilarious. And then I think Cam Akers is gonna do something. I think he's gonna be worth something in fantasy, bro. Because he's pretty much the only real weapon on the team when Cup's out. Who else they got? Van Jefferson,
Yeah.
Tyler Higbee. Like, you know,
Sketch.
all this is sketch. But on the other end, I like the Seahawks team, and I think they're on the up as well. I don't think they're going to win the division, obviously, because of the Niners, but man, they got squad. And you know, the most underrated quarterback, in my opinion, the best, most underrated quarterback is Geno Smith. I like Geno Smith. I think he's beyond serviceable. And with Metcalf, Lockett, Smith, and Jigba, that's a trio right there. Noah Fant's okay. Will Disley been balling. Kenneth
The
Walker,
running back who was a sleeper last year, the Walker.
Kenneth Walker, and then even the young guy. I think they drafted Charbonnet.
Yeah,
he's supposed to do something too. So I think they got a solid team as long as their defense could, you know, help out. Which they have some pieces, bro. Quandre Diggs.
They even got what's his name
Wagner.
back. Yeah, they got Wagner back this year. He was on the Rams last year.
So they got something. So I think they're gonna make some noise as well. Maybe a wild card spot in the playoffs. That's a possibility as well for them.
For sure.
And I might be a little biased on Geno Smith because I definitely drafted him in some leagues, you know, late quarterback. If he's still out there in your league, bro, you don't have a quarterback. I'm telling you.
It's a good pick. He wrote back.
Especially if you got either Lockett or Metcalf on your team, you could pair them together, and every time they get a touchdown, that's 10 points.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then we got Sunday Night Football. This is a good matchup. Divisional. Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants. Dallas Cowboys open -2.5, and they're at -3, 3.5 in some spots right now. I'm down on the Giants. I think they got some weapons with Waller. I like Waller and Saquon, of course. But I'm going Dallas, man. As much as I'm sketched out on Dak Prescott.
Yeah, but he still got Tony Pollard back, though.
They got weapons. Tony Pollard, CeeDee Lamb.
I mean, still throws. Just he does dumb shit. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. He's just sketch, bro. Like, one game he's putting up so many points, and one he's just taking his shit. Like, what's going on, bro? He just mentally, bro. He's like a Rose Namajunas. You feel me? But just never been a champion. But yeah, bro. I see value in the Giants, dog. Like you just said, they're building off of what they did last year, made it to the playoffs, made an upset, and got scraped, of course. But Saquon re-signed, so he went through camp. He's looking healthy. That's what really important for him. You know what I mean? Also, like you said, they added Waller. That's big, and also Danny Dimes got cashed the hell out. You know what I mean? He
So
has
he's
to
gonna
live up
ball.
to. He has to live up to what he like. To get better than last year. Even though last year he did great running and everything, but now it's time to
That's
see
what you
like
call him. You call him Vanilla Vic.
yeah, Vanilla Vic, right? So, but yeah, I think there is a. I see it being a close game, but yeah, fuck the Cowboys. I'd probably go with the Giants.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, sorry y'all. I didn't mention I did put a bet last game. Rams, Seattle. I got the under 46. So that's what I'm on. For this game, Dallas and Giants. I lean Dallas, but I didn't like putting a bet on it. I haven't yet. I might, if it stays at 3. But I have the under 47. I think that's a good look as well. Under 46 fine.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the unders. I'm on a lot of unders this week because I look at that spots week 1, defenses are ahead of the offenses.
Yeah,
Usually.
and then not totally like can't really hate on Dallas too. They got some pieces on defense like Micah Parsons, one of the best in the league. Homeboy, the cornerback who be liking sus pics on Twitter. What's his name? Diggs' brother. Yeah.
Who? He be liking
Dick.
such shit?
Yeah, there was like a picture of this like he follows some like porn chick and she like posted a picture of like a dildo and it was like it if you would lick it for the dildo, and then he liked it and then everybody called, he looked at his likes and he put his shit on like private and then like yeah, he was just like, oh, he got caught up lacking.
See, you don't know about, especially it was Twitter or some shit.
Yeah.
It's always Twitter that people busted people out.
X.
Oh, X, yeah. That's hella funny though. But yeah, no, Cowboys were they not the best defense, or at least one of the best defense last year? So
They're up there, yeah. You were like trying to like not really fuck with them, but then yeah, they. I mean, you can't deny like Michael Parsons is great, man. Wherever he's at, it's bound to help anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Cowboys. I drafted them in one of my leagues, so I believe in their defense as far as this year. They were great last year, so man, I think they're going to make some noise, man. I think if you want a hot take, and we'll kind of touch on that shortly here, but I think the Cowboys are contenders. As long, to me, the deciding factor is how Dak's going to play. If Dak could just be, he doesn't have to be a superstar. He just got to be pretty good. Then I think they're contenders for the Super Bowl. They're going to be contenders and real contenders. So shout outs to them. Bills, them, Niners. I think those are like the 3 teams on my radar as far as like Super Bowl contenders. All right, what we got here? Oh, yeah, last but not least, Monday Night Football. Another great game here. We got Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. The new New York Jets. The new. We got Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Hard Knocks, against Josh Allen, bro. Man, this is going to be a crazy matchup. The line, Bills open at -3, it looks like in some spots, -2.5, and it's been sitting around 2.5. Some money has been coming in the Jets, but nothing crazy here.
Don't miss this jet, ho. Don't miss
The
this
total, 47.5, and now it's about 46.5. Probably find a 47 in some place.
Is Von Miller hurt?
Von Miller, I'm not sure. That's a good question. I have not bet this game yet, but we'll have Chang. Chang, can you look this up for me? 6 hours ago, Von Miller unsure if he'll return from knee injury for week 5.
Damn.
So yeah, he's gonna be out for at least 5 weeks just off that alone. So
damn.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough for them.
DeMar Hamlin's back.
Oh yeah, DeMar Hamlin. If for those that, I mean, I think everyone that follows the NFL knows, especially
knows
fantasy football, it was a controversial ending the championship week.
Man,
but he's alive, and he's gonna be playing. So what do you got in this game, man? A lot of people are hyped on Hard Knocks with the Jets. So, which is understandable. I mean, underdogs at home, but Aaron Rodgers, what do you think?
Yeah, it's in Buffalo. It's not too snowy, at least, right?
Nah, we're still good season.
Hey, man, this is gonna be a big test to the Jets. Jets have like the hardest schedule this year. I want to say, right?
Damn, possibly. I didn't look at their whole schedule, but it's possible for sure. Because I mean, that division's tough.
There's also to see what Buffalo's about. Buffalo always does great in the regular season and fizzles out in the playoffs when the games really matter. They're gonna start hard again, or they're gonna fizzle out. Also, superstitious kind of bullshit. Josh Allen on the cover of Madden. You never know. Madden curse, which I hope not. I have him in some leagues, so Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, I have him in the league paired
I
up
think
with Diggs.
I think I'm gonna go
So
with. I'm gonna just go with like the little. I'm gonna go with the hard knocks got me brainwashed. I'm gonna go with the Jets.
hey, Aaron with Garrett Wilson. We got Sauce Gardner. They got pieces for sure.
Q,
Defense.
big Q. You know what I'm saying? Q with the he should be a beast this year, but he just
Oh,
got cashed out
Quentin.
too. Yep.
Yeah, the guy that was getting fat shamed also on the show. But yeah, and then the coach is solid. Salah is very very solid.
Niners ex
Um,
defensive head coach.
yeah, shout out to all my Muslim brothers out there, man.
Yeah,
But
he's hella funny on the Hard Knocks. When they said, "Hey, play that ski," he's like, "Oh, I fucking love this song. This is my shit."
ski.
Hey,
Hey, shout outs to her. But hey, Salah, he has like 7 or 8 kids or something crazy like that,
oh,
right?
he
I did
building
not
his
know
own
that.
football team.
Yeah, and then this guy's like, no wonder he's away from his house all the time. He's like, oh, he comes in the fucking office at like 5 a.m. and he just runs the
The stairs.
freaking stairs and shit. I was like, okay, he's just trying to get away from
He's
his
trying to
fucking
get away from his
9 kids or
kids.
whatever.
Like, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, y'all can shut the fuck up.
Nah, no
But yeah, I mean, I got to ride out with Buffalo here. I didn't put a bet in yet, but I'm leaning Buffalo -2.5. I believe in Josh Allen. I believe in Diggs. I think it's their year, actually. I think they're going to be contenders as well, like I mentioned. So them,
They should try to
Niners.
sign. They should sign like Kareem Hunt or some shit. They always have like sketch
Yeah,
running backs over there. You know
they
what I
got
mean? Like,
thanks for bringing that up because their running back I think is going to have a good year. But yeah, they could use more depth in there. They got wasn't James Cook. He played
oh
a little
yeah,
last year as well, and he
yeah.
did well.
Okay.
Yeah, and they got the backup for him is Damian Harris from the Patriots.
Oh yeah,
And then
he kind of got swept in the rug last year. After
yeah, I mean he's not going to be like the guy, but at goal line
he's a
formations,
good
at certain
player though.
formations.
Yeah, he's a
Yep, and
good
they
player.
got Latavius Murray
The
as a backup as
OG.
well. And then Naeem Hines was on the team, but he got hurt.
Mm.
So, but yeah, they got a squad for sure, man. So they're gonna be solid. We'll see how Josh Allen pans out because I think he's real white excellence for sure. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the whole schedule as far as that goes. What I mean, any hot
that's the
takes?
Monday night football game right there.
Yep. That's gonna be the Monday
Okay.
night. It's gonna be a great game too. So,
Hell yeah.
but I mean, any hot takes, any predictions? I mean, more hot takes. Something that's controversial, maybe.
Who would be? I don't know. You want to do your Super Bowl pick right now, or I don't know?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's just do something crazy, like
Yeah,
you
let me.
know.
I always got to go with the home, so I'm going with the Niners. I don't want to see. I could say Hard Knocks brainwash me and put the Jets, but nah, I think it might be Niners, bro, and maybe. Damn, it's tough. It's just tough, especially at the beginning of the year. You don't even know what's going on. Then the Super Bowl is in Las Vegas. Damn, imagine Niners Raiders, but nah, I would say I'm just saying Niners just because, and then maybe the Bills, some '90s shit again. I say the Bills. Okay.
Hey, that's hella funny you said because I literally was gonna say Niners versus Bills.
Hey,
I have a small future bet on Bills Super Bowl +900.
hey.
I like them, and I think outside of those two teams, I think Cowboys will probably be in the picture as well, contention wise in the playoffs. Barring Dak being an idiot. But, yeah, so I think that's gonna be hot. I mean, what else do we got here? Any other comments you got? Any talks? We got breakout stars. Anyone you think is gonna be crazy? I
You
mean,
think Bijan Robinson gonna live up to the hype he's getting as probably rookie of the year or what?
I hate to say because I hate the hypes. I like some hype. I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
it depends on the hype. But Bijan, I think as much as I'm not like a huge fan necessarily, I think he's gonna be just great. I think he's gonna be great. The team is gonna be all about him, and everything's gonna be about him. So, and he's a beast for sure. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't want to pick him first round, but I think he's gonna end up being probably rookie of the year. But there's a lot of good contenders for some rookies as far as maybe not quarterbacks. I guess there's a few, but I don't think any of them are going to be rookie of the year, right? Well, actually, I mean, I could be wrong because they're quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Quarterbacks have a good opportunity.
preseason, just preseason, bro. Now that's what really matters this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. Football's back,
Yeah.
baby.
Football's back, man. For all y'all, thanks for tuning in and support. I know we're on a new channel now, but comment. Put your best bet. Put your Super Bowl picks.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoever you think, man.
Rep for your squad, man. Whoever they are.
Yeah. Whether you agree with us, disagree, just type it all in there, man. Just put it all in there. But so excited. Tomorrow we're watching the football. No Kelsey. We're watching Sunday football. There's like 8, maybe 9 games or something in the 10 a.m. slot
Let's
for.
get it.
I don't even got enough screens for that shit. So I red zone this shit. But yeah, man. Till next week, we'll be back week 2 where we have a little more info, a little more knowledge, a little more sample size and data that we watch,
We'll
man.
see what's actually going on now. Like what's gonna happen. I'm excited.
Yeah. Tune in. Peace out. Smoke out. Smoke down.
Smoke down. Peace and love.